And now you're now entering a space for Black history. Welcome to Black excellence. Do not fear, for if you do, just sip on some grandeur.
We got 107 views! I told you. Welcome to episode of the podcast and chill. We are back.
Is it like a standard for you to greet in Kenya?
We got a special announcement to make today, 7th of November, 2020. Give it up for the one and only Sol Penuka. So the next milestone, Sol, are you ready for this? We're trying to fill up SUNBET AREANA in Pretoria for our 1 million subscribers event.
1 million?
1 million.
Hey, but I'm scared about this one, Sol.
You know, the narrative of saying my predictions are bad is a wrong narrative, right? Because I predict the other way around.
Are we starting it? Have we started?
That's me starting.
Oh, shit. Oh, okay.
I'm addressing the elephant in the room.
Yes.
Why do you say I've got bad predictions? Because I predict the other way around.
Nah, man. Sundance, you got it wrong. You said they're going to lose away and at home.
Well, they lost 2 players. Isn't that a loss?
But generally, my friend, you have to accept it. His predictions, since I've known them, are terrible.
I know.
I don't know how you got to be a sports journalist. He's a scammer, this one.
And stop wearing...
I'm trying my best out of here, right?
Oh,
but
wow.
anyway, no. It's not that. Like, being a sports journalist has nothing to do with predictions.
Yeah.
I mean, there was an octopus that was predicting. Come on.
True. Yeah.
But anyway, offside. Welcome back. This is
Hey, we've
another
got a new name.
offside.
Onside. She just chose onside. So we had a poll. Let me bring it up. You didn't see the poll?
No, I did, but
Yeah.
onside, offside.
Onside. We're going with onside.
Because there's no VAR, does it really matter?
So this was the poll, right?
Yes.
And soccer lovers, what should we call the new soccer podcast? The Dugout got 20%, Podfielders got 18%, Onside got 38%, Netbusters got 9%, Scorepod got 15%. So we're gonna go with onside.
So we're gonna go onside.
Yeah, I like onside, man.
38%.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's just like taking 2 F's off and putting an N.
Danko.
Okay. All right. Welcome to onside. You are onside because we are not offside anymore, unfortunately. Otherwise, how was your sporting weekend, man? Your soccer
great,
weekend.
man. It was great. How are you feeling? How does it feel to be runners up? Do you need a cup for that?
Twada. How was your sporting weekend? Your soccer weekend?
Hey, man, a lot has happened, but yeah, it was great.
I don't need a cup because I've got a glass.
Yeah.
Yes, so it's fine.
How are you feeling though, honestly?
I'm not particularly too upset because it's one of those. But we'll chop it up later. I think the big elephant in the room that I actually want us to discuss, you might probably give us your 2 cents worth with regards to this. And the podfielders, right? That's what we call them. Oh, the ballers. Actually, the ballers.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, the ballers.
The ballers.
The ballers is nice.
Yeah. That's the shirt.
That's the one. Yes. The ballers can also give us their feedback with regards to this. Athazwani, failure or not? Go Chiefs.
Yeah, look, I mean, 11 defeats in a season. And
You got 11.
got 11, and that's a record, eh? They've never...
He's top 4 though.
Jeez.
I think he's going to look back and said, you know what, I could have done better. And I think, yeah, look, I mean, it's difficult to say, you know, do you give him another season? You know, like you mentioned, he's top 4. He can still make CAF Confederation, but I don't know if that's good enough for Chiefs, you know. But generally, I mean, top 4, I think it's not enough for a club like Kaizer Chiefs. So I think he has failed this season.
Do you think if he calls 10-111, they will save him?
He's gonna come himself.
If you put it into EPL context, ne? How is Arthur Zwane and Kaizer Chiefs? Is it like when
Frank
Solskjaer?
Lampard.
Is it like when Solskjaer went back to Man United?
No, I don't think Solskjaer was bad. It's. Can I equate him to Mikel Arteta going back to Arsenal?
Is it?
No, Arteta has done well for Arsenal. I think Mac is onto something when he says,
But Ole
Solskjaer.
Gunnar Solskjaer did not do that bad.
Like, but in this context, what Mike is saying, like, well, he was sacked eventually, right? Why
Yes.
was it sacked?
He
Because
was.
results were not coming the way United wanted them. And I think that's the same thing that's going to happen
It's
to...
like Frank Lampard going back to Chelsea
Okay.
the first time.
Okay.
Am I onto something there?
You can say that as well.
Frank Lampard, Chelsea first time.
Did Arthur Zwane have any coaching experience prior him getting the Kaizer Chiefs job?
He was assistant and then he was coaching the development team. It was his first senior coaching job.
Oh, those are big shoes to fill, eh?
Yeah, no, for a club like Kaizer Chiefs, I think...
You know, funny enough, a couple of years ago, not even a couple of years, like years ago, was it Ivan Kosa was it Dr. Ivan Kosa or Dr. Keza Motaung who said no South African coaches are actually good enough to lead a Chiefs or a Pirates. And
Yeah.
if you look at the past 10 years, the stats don't lie.
No, definitely. Look, I mean, there haven't been really a coach that really, like, done well with those clubs, you know. If
A South African coach.
a South African coach.
Yes,
yeah.
because who was the last South African coach to win a cup with either a Chiefs or a Pirates
Sure.
in the past 10 years?
There's none, actually.
And when Zwane got the job, where was Chiefs at the time?
They were in the gutters still
so still okay.
Yeah,
because they had just gotten rid of a South African coach.
Okay.
Kevin Hunt, yeah.
in Kevin Hunt.
And then he finished the season.
Oh, I like
think
Kevin Hunt though. Kevin Hunt is good. He's got
Kevin Hunt,
He's
yeah,
cool.
I mean,
No, he's
top
doing very
five.
well with
He's top
Super
5
Sport
South
United
African
now.
coach.
wow.
He's got how many leagues?
No, he's number 2.
Yeah, I'm saying
3.
he's in the top 5 of best South African coach in terms of.
Oh no,
PS
he's number 2 actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's got.
top 5, but he's number 2.
Yeah.
Top 5 could mean he's at number 5.
Oh well, yeah.
Yeah, no, Kevin Hunt is cool, but he went to Chiefs. He couldn't do anything.
Why didn't they give him time or?
They did not.
They didn't give him
I'll
time.
tell you that much.
But in a Chiefs, a Pirates setup, what is time, or how do you measure time?
Kompela was given how many years? Isn't it 2
3
and a half?
seasons, I think.
3 seasons.
He got to 2 finals, man.
But how much time was Kevin Hunt given? Only a season.
Not even. He didn't finish his season.
Exactly, and he never had an opportunity to bring his own players. So
Oh
I
yeah,
think
because Chiefs was under a transfer ban.
Yeah, so they were under transfer ban, so he couldn't buy players. So he really had to do with what he had at the time, and he was sacked.
You know what's interesting? The one team that actually gives time in South African football is Sundowns, right? Pito came in, I think in his first season, he came mid-season,
Yeah,
finished in a safe space,
just I think top 8. I think.
just under, he did not make top 8 in the first
Yeah.
season, but he came in mid-season.
Yeah,
And then the following season, there was a time, remember when fans were actually gunning for his blood?
yeah. They did what they did to Arthur. You know, they were throwing stuff at him at some point. I think it was at FNB. I can't remember, but they threw stuff at him as well. So I mean,
And then the following season, he won a league.
yeah.
The season that followed, Chiefs took it from him, and then he took it back, and I think he took it back again, and then Vet took it, and then it just became the Sundowns show.
Yeah. Look, coming to your point, I think Asazwane this season he has failed. I mean, he can get the
But
12th defeat.
What is failure? Mac, according to you, in world football, in big teams, what do you regard as failure?
Not winning a cup.
Didn't they win a Black Label Cup?
My man.
I'm just asking.
That's the plastic. It's not even plastic. You know those, what do you call it? It's not even a plastic trophy, man. That is just exhibition cup, man. You can't, it doesn't mean anything, that thing, man.
I think it also depends on the standards of the club. So if the standard of the club, like you're saying, a Chiefs that I know is a Chiefs that must win the league or a cup every single year.
But
Yeah.
is
So
Chiefs
if you
not?
fail to do that, then you fail.
But is Chiefs not a legacy team though?
Meaning?
Past glory. It's in the past 10 years on equation. Pirates has actually even done way better than Kaizer Chiefs has.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that they're not ambitious. They are
No,
still
they
ambitious.
but at the current juncture, they look like a legacy team.
But if we are going with your notion, are you saying now they must just sit back and allow Arthur to continue, or just accept mediocre results?
Okay, so they get rid of Arthur. Then it becomes a sixth coach in 7 years. They had Solinas, they got rid of him. They had Minadop, they got rid of him. Stuart Baxter got rid of him.
Gant.
Gavin Hunt, they got rid of him. They get rid of Arthur Zwani, then they're going to be on their sixth coach in 7 years.
But are they not getting rid of these coaches because these coaches are not meeting the standards that they need?
NS Minadop almost won the league. He lost it on the last day.
Oh, damn.
But against who? Baroka. Come on, man.
Barroca won the league.
No, he lost the league. So he needed to
Just win.
win the last game
Against Barroca.
Yeah.
against
I
Baroka
see, I
and
see.
win the league.
Oh,
And we're
okay.
talking about Kaizer Chiefs. I mean, that's the biggest club in Southern Africa. And he went and couldn't
What is
deliver
big? What is big?
in terms of everything.
But the biggest team in Southern Africa right now is Mamelodi Sundowns, my friend.
I mean, Kaizer Chiefs, okay, in terms of fan base,
Yes, fan base, sharp. It's like saying Man United is the biggest team in the world. Yes, they've got more
Yes, it
supporters.
is. Yes, it is. They do.
yeah, but what
They
what
even
did
have a
that
supporter from Generator Patsy, but the bottom of the world.
There's a supporter there.
They even never, but yeah, it goes without saying that, like, you're right, success is measured by trophies, right?
Yeah.
And at this point, Chiefs and Pirates are the ones winning the trophies.
Okay.
Chiefs and Pirates.
I mean, sorry, Sundowns and Pirates are the ones winning the trophies. Sorry. I meant to say Sundowns and Pirates.
Yeah.
Because
Chiefs haven't won a
we look
trophy in the
back-
past 8 years, I think.
For real?
Yeah.
Damn.
Nothing.
Yes, because we look back, the last trophy that was won was the league,
Yeah.
which Sundowns won. Before that was MTN it, Pirates won it. Before that was the Nedbank Cup, Sundowns, League, Sundowns, MTN 8, Sundowns last year, right?
Do you think he was a failure?
Who?
Arthur's one.
I think he needs time.
Okay.
I think he needs time. Fans want instant gratification. And in football, it's not easy to get instant gratification.
Yeah, but Len, you're not answering the question. You asked
No,
if
he's not
this
a- he
season.
was- he was not a
no, this
failure.
season. You asked if this season he failed.
No, I don't think he did.
Oh, okay.
Inexperienced coach, first time at a gig. Maybe the way Chiefs went about it should have been the blueprint that Sundowns used, where you took him and somebody senior and you co-coach them. Like, maybe he could have been a co-coach with Gavin Hunt, for instance, last season. Don't know how that was going to work.
Yeah, look, but hey, rumor has it that, hey, utawuja the 10 mfanakit.
Man, Gavin Kapa 10
It's rumors. We don't know.
No, we cannot deny nor confirm.
We just
Yes.
heard that, yeah.
So, no, I think if you would have co-coached, because like the co-coaching situation at Sundowns looks like it has actually reaped rewards, because Pito had understudies with Mangoba and Rulani.
Yeah.
He left, Mangoba took over in a way, and then Rulani became co-coach with him, and then like teach, and then at some point
Don't
there was
forget
three
that
coaches,
Rulani at some point left, eh?
and then Rulani left, went to Orlando Pirates.
Did
and
they
then-
start at cheaper or at Pirates?
I think it was cheaper first. No.
Pirates and then went to cheaper.
It was Pirates and then he went to cheaper.
And then he
went
failed
back to
dismally.
Sundowns.
But anyway,
Who doesn't at cheaper?
at Pirates as well, I don't think he...
Chief Mourinho Pep Guardiola would never get cheaper to a top 4 finish.
So if you're saying that they've had 6 managers in over 7 years,
No,
right?
5 in
Five.
over 7 years. If they get rid of Arthur, it will be 6.
So it's not time to look at the people above, the people that are hiring the coaches, who's buying the players?
MacGyver is making a very interesting point there. Because we can all look at the coach. What are the structures behind the coach? Is he supported? Are they buying the players that he's requesting? Because there's been talks. I mean, Chiefs at some point used to go to Zimbabwe and come back with like 5 players. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with Zimbabwean players. I'm just saying like,
You are.
No, but like, no. I know he's right. There's nothing wrong. Like, they had Knowledge Musonda.
that's what I'm saying.
Mbesuma.
Katsande.
Katande.
But buy one, get one free. But MacG is making an interesting point. Len, is these coaches given enough support? You know what I'm saying?
Look.
Because they're hiring.
Yes, no, on the basis of it.
And you're hiring somebody that, I mean, you can't hire 5 coaches, like MacG said, like 5 coaches. They hired 5 coaches. None of them delivered.
Oh, Pirates did
your
too,
recruitment
but
policy needs to be checked.
So then that means there's something wrong-ish beyond the coaching, because if we superimpose the same argument with the Pirates, they've had Shiel Jonovert, they had Micho, they had Zinbawa, they had.
But
the
you must remember,
co-coaching of
Zinbawa was not fired.
Yes, they had the
He
co-coaching.
left by himself because he had personal issues.
Yes, they had the co-coaching of Fadlu and Mandla.
Yeah.
And now they've got Jose Riviero.
Yeah.
In those past, I think this is from about 2017-ish,
Yeah.
at least 2 cups, ne? 2 MTN 8.
Yes. MTN 8 and yeah.
2 MTN 8, which is not a bad return.
Yeah.
And a consistent finish in the top 4, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but it's not good enough in my view as well. But yeah, we should be top 2 or first. That's it.
But again, I go to the legacy thing. Yes, Orlando Pirates are big. They were formed when none of us were even an idea in our parents' minds. But just because you're Pirates or just because you are Kaiser Chiefs does not give you the right to think you will win every season, because if you don't change your structures like a Mamelodi Sundowns has done, then you ain't going to win none.
Yeah, no, of course. That's what we're saying. Like, I mean, the structures.
So what you're saying is that they're hanging on to the past and must let go.
Yes. Am I right? Am I wrong?
I think if you can't do same thing over and over and then you're not getting results and just continue the same way.
In the words of Einstein, yes. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results.
You know what I mean? So I feel like, and unfortunately it's because these are family-run football clubs. You can't get a new football manager because the guy is there for life. He did say that he didn't apply the job with the CV. So if a football manager is not doing his job, you can't put him aside.
So essentially,
you have to work with what you have.
So essentially what you're saying is family-run clubs are a problem.
I'm not saying they're a problem. I'm saying...
No, I'm not saying you're saying that, but you are...
Alluding.
You are alluding to something here. Black Leopards, family-run.
That's it.
Jomo Cosmos, family-run.
One man. Oh, well, Bamu says that.
Royal AM, Libona, they looking like the blowing hot is slowly fizzling.
Yeah. So I'm saying...
What goes into the success of a football club?
Yeah, because I was about to say, even though those clubs are family run, but even during a period when the family was running those clubs, there were a time where they were successful.
Yeah. But it comes back to what Len was saying. Like, it was you actually saying, are they hanging on to the past? So if results are not coming, who do you look at? Because we can't always look at the coach.
It's easy to look at the coach because he's one man.
Yeah.
You can't fire the whole team. And you can't fire yourself because you are the family.
Yeah. And then look at the back. The football manager.
The kit man.
You know what I'm saying? You look at all
the
of this.
security
It's
guard.
family. So do you say, guys, in the past 7 years, we have failed. We've hired coach, we've failed. Do we look into ourselves and introspect and say, you know what, maybe we need to make some structural changes within the club?
So they need new ideas.
They need new ideas, I would think. You know what I'm saying? Because
is there a level of bubble thinking in terms of certain clubs? I'm not going to name any
Don't
club.
name anyone, but what I'm saying, you're 100% right. If the 3 of us here, we were to venture into something, and for 7 years, we're not getting results.
It's Len. It's not us, Chief.
Offside.
You are offside, Chief. You are offside. You are offside.
So you need to look into yourself and say, where do we need to make those changes? And I'm saying, unfortunately, they're not going to they're not going to make those changes because
So
they
structurally,
own the club.
structurally, teams that are bubble thinking, the cracks are starting to show, and they have shown with certain ones that are not prominent anymore, and they've gone down to lower tier leagues.
No, for sure.
The others will follow. I'm not calling doom on them, but the others will follow.
Just wear their t-shirt, we know they're going to follow because wherever you wear a t-shirt of the club, it goes and do. Yeah, no. But anyway.
Yeah, but also big ups to Polokwane City, man. They back into the
Yeah,
big
well done to them. I thought Cape Town Spurs were gonna come back, but they needed to just win that game and they drew.
Emare bo pri karites. Kunzima bra
Yeah, look,
it's the gutters there, Chief.
yeah, look, I did not watch that game per se because I was watching the other one. Being a Limpopian, my interest at that side. But well done to Polokwane City. They're back. And one thing that I like about Polokwane, I think I mentioned it in the previous episode. They are the only Limpopo team that is consistent. I mean, they stayed, I think, 4 or 5 seasons in the PSL, and other teams they come 2 seasons back down. You know what I mean?
DSTV Premiership. The PSL is the NTT, which also
includes
the
NFD.
Caps and the NFD.
Yeah, not sure.
So which team from Venda is raising?
Venda Football Academy.
There's Venda Football Academy.
It's in the PSL.
No, they're in the lower
It's in the
tier league.
PSL if we go with what Len is saying.
Okay.
It's in the Motsepe Foundation Championship.
Yeah.
Okay.
Black
And-
Leopards is in Venda as well, ne?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
And apparently they're buying themselves back up.
Yeah, the
rumor has it,
reports are
Chief said we can neither deny nor confirm.
yeah, they bought I think All Stars from what I read.
Yes.
And they are relegated, but they're gonna be playing in the same league. It's messed up, man.
Wait, explain that. How does that work? What?
So they are relegated. They
Yeah.
were supposed to go to a 3rd-tier division.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they bought a franchise in the league that they are currently relegated on.
Yeah.
So they're
They're
gonna
coming
be playing.
back up. So think of it this way. So this is Southampton
Yeah.
relegated, and they go buying
Burnley.
not Burnley, buying Brighton.
Brighton.
Yeah,
Brighton.
because All Stars, I think they are actually number 4 or 5.
5th, yes.
Oh, wow.
So this is Southampton down now,
Yes.
and then buying Leicester City and coming back as Southampton.
Only they say. Eh?
It's wild, eh?
It's a land of possibilities.
Nah,
That's
it's
why.
wild, eh?
That's pretty smart, actually.
But that's why I think it dilutes the history of football. In my view, I don't like that model.
But
for
does
one.
it dilute or does it regain or retain the history? And I'll ask you why. Because if you're a Black Leopards, you go down,
Yeah.
then at some point you will go into the abyss.
Yeah.
Right? But buying your status to go back up and become...
Yeah,
Leicester.
you're taking an easy way in, you know.
But that's also
But-
regaining your history. Like,
yeah, but where's the romance in that, man?
There is none.
There's no
none.
romance in that.
We want to hear the
in
stories
this,
where
in this day, in this
look
day
at Penley.
in
They
life,
just went down a few seasons ago. They're back up. You know,
Look at Leeds, my man. 50 years it
Yeah.
took them to come back.
but I
up.
get it, that side, they don't allow, there is no
that's what
such.
I'm saying. That's why their league is so precious.
I think it means more.
it means more. Yeah, you know.
Romance, but a fairy tale story in South Africa, it's quick, fast. There's no time. So
and
if
also
Bloom
there's-
Celtic get to come back, do you want them to go start from the not even ABC Motsepe, like below ABC
No,
Motsepe?
look, they're gonna go through the models that others
But
are
if
going
there's an
through.
option for them to buy Nkareng, Richards Bay, for instance, should they not take that option?
I'm not saying they can, but what I'm saying is I don't like that model. It's there, but I don't like it. I personally I don't like that. You know what I mean? Okay. Also, you need to look at other aspect. What makes a football team? It's not only ownership. It's also the stakeholders, which are the fans. Those are the guys that invest their money.
journey.
Yeah, invest their money in going into the stadiums and
All
all
2,000
of that.
of them on a Wednesday night.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
They are there. You know what I'm saying? And then you took a team away from them. What does it do? You rob.
Like we starting this podcast now.
Yes.
Would you rather buy followers from another podcast that I don't know has 1 million followers, Or would you rather start from scratch
And build it up.
And build it up.
There's the romance.
Would you rather buy a house that's fully built or start building from scratch?
I'm starting to build from scratch.
Okay,
Because I
that's your
can build it to my
To your-
satisfaction.
yeah, and your specifications.
Maragiro, you can change your house while it's there. You
Right.
can do like uchinchela with the
Yeah.
construction. What thought?
Marco, speak on the mic, please.
Yeah, they've been saying, hey, Marco.
Hey, Marco.
Sorry, guys. So, who's in the playing staff for the club that they've bought? So, do they take on the club that they bought, the playing staff, the management team, everything, or are they allowed to transfer the other players from the previous club?
So how it works is when you buy a team, you buy it with the players that are playing for that team.
Yeah.
And obviously when you buy a team, you sell your team as well, your status.
Yes.
So whoever buys your status then
Inherit the
takes
players.
over, retains your players. So it's a takeover type of thing. So if Black Leopards buys All Stars, for instance, they will take over the All Stars players, and then whoever buys Black Leopards status then takes over the Black Leopards players. But because it's also transfer window coming up, you can say, okay, MacG was a good striker. I'll take him to All Stars. This one was a good striker or good defender. I'll take them through.
Jiggy, no
Yeah.
one is the black. all
But
the
you know
black
what?
leopard
What I
players.
think it will work, Len, if they were to look at it. Yes, I think there are other dynamics that we're not privy to, like financial aspect of the game, because I think a lot of teams struggles in South Africa because there's not much sponsorship that goes into these clubs. I think if you were to sell, I think PSL should come out and say, you know what, if you are buying a Black Leopards that is based in Thohoyandou, you need to keep it there. Doesn't matter whether you're from Bloemfontein or you're from Cape Town, keep the team
So
that
the Premier
side.
League model or the FA in the UK model.
Yes.
Whereby if you buy a Leicester City, you are buying Leicester City. You're not gonna change the name.
Yes.
Best case scenario
Because-
is changing the logo.
Because the FAs understand that football is about fans. You can't strip that
It's an
away from
economy
fans.
for them.
It's an economy for them. There's my old lady somewhere there who's selling magwinya and making a living out of it. And now you're taking the team away. You know what I'm saying? You're taking elsewhere. They've invested for how many years? You know what I'm saying?
But also the owner. I agree, it's also his investment. Football in this country, like you said, it's not the easiest thing to run.
For sure.
It's actually very difficult to run a football
I
club.
agree
in
with
this
that.
country.
And,
Yes,
yeah,
it's
no,
very difficult.
They're not making money. Most of owners, they're pumping in money into football.
You're
they
lucky
say.
if you've got a sponsor. How many teams? Actually, out of the 16, Chiefs, Pirates, obviously.
Yeah,
Cape Town City now recently with the other bank.
yeah.
Super Sport United also now with the guys who make the working clothes.
I'm gonna go through all the teams. It's like
I'm
16.
trying to think. I think there's about
But doesn't
six.
DSTV pump money into the league? You know, like how the
No, you get a stipend, Chief.
Yeah,
It's like-
stipend is
it's
like
like
I think
not
2
enough.
million. I think it's like
all
2 million. We're
all
not
the
sure.
teams are like interns. They get a stipend each month from the broadcast rights.
is it equal to Chiefs and Pirates or Chiefs and Pirates gets
The
more?
stipend is across board.
across
the
Everyone.
same?
It's the
Yes.
same.
Wow.
But then it's when the sponsors come in.
Yeah.
Where the difference makes.
Yeah, and they get all the sponsors, Chiefs and Pirates.
So we don't have a Todd Boehly in South Africa. Well, Mam Kiza comes close. Can I say that?
Can imagine
And
if
also-
Mam Kize, MacG, you know Bloemfontein Celtic, it's a big club. Imagine had Mam Kize bought that club and kept it in Bloemfontein. With all the money that she has and just grow Bloemfontein brand.
Then it wouldn't have all that glitz and gold.
Yeah, that's my issue. But hey, who am I? You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, like,
And
I think that
Andile
model
wouldn't be in the
is
starting 11.
that model is something else.
No, I get you. Makes sense though.
No, true, but look, it's got its ups, it's got its downs.
Yeah, no,
But-
true. And I sympathize with owners because
Yes.
it's difficult to run a club. I'm just saying, like, yeah.
So are they laundering money then? Because what's the point?
Who's laundering money?
The owners,
Which ones?
the ones that are pumping in money and not getting anything.
It's well, they claim they're doing it for the love.
Yes.
For the love of laundering money.
Who's laundering money?
But man, rich people don't like losing money, bro.
Yeah, at all. I agree with you there. Like,
Yeah.
But do you understand how the football gives you a level of stature?
Okay.
If you say, I own a football club, you can sit
That's a
in a
flex.
lot of boardrooms.
That's a flex.
And people, it's a flex. It's like how Americans are either a football club or basketball club or what. It gives you that, yo kaya is tunes, is that what they call it?
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, yo kaya siriti boy. Like, Like, no. Even now, Jomo Sono, even though Jomo Cosmos is down in the abyss, if he had to walk in here, minus him, the legend as a player, would you not take him serious?
Of course, yeah. How much is it to own one of these clubs?
How much is what?
To own a club.
Okay, buying one is roughly around between
If you've got
40
40M.
and 60 mil.
We can start Padzima FC if you've got 40M.
Yo, just to buy the club,
Just
not
to
the
buy-
daily
not-
running
not-
costs.
not running costs.
Running just to buy the club.
Wow, that's not bad though.
Okay, run it. Hey.
No.
Let's start Padzima FC.
Because roughly you have about 30 players. Let's say on average you're paying them about.
It's 40 average.
Nah.
Okay.
I remember there was like that cap that you can't.
Yes. Okay, let's say it's 40 players. On average you're paying them about 60K a month.
Yeah.
So that's just players a month. Then you need physiotherapists, massage people, physical trainers, ticket man, kit man.
No, I think we get it.
Yes.
We get the gist.
Yeah.
Okay. Jesus.
So now imagine, even like now recently, I hope he doesn't sue me, sorry. There was a story where TS Galaxy was not paying some of their players. I don't know if it's true or not.
It's highly probable because it's tough, you know. I mean, those stories
Even
always
Mamkize,
surface.
there was a story that some of the players were boycotting because they have not received their signing on fees.
Maybe they
But
were
she
getting.
pays them on the field. How is that possible?
She comes with the envelope. And like, bah, bah. Tswaramo.
Honole mnate at the time. With football, if money is not coming in, unfortunately, you are gonna run you're gonna run a loss, bruh.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's very
And it's a
difficult.
cash business, right?
Huh?
Is it a cash business?
Some teams yes, some no.
Oh, okay.
Because like if you are a team as esteemed as a Sundowns or a Chiefs or a Pirates, your tickets are bought at Ticket Pro, or Ticket whatever.
Copy Ticket or whatever.
Yes,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
your sponsorships.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think there's a service provider there with a bag going to Naturena saying,
You never know, right?
In this
Crazy
country.
things have happened.
Hey, man. In this country, you never know. Hey?
you know. So yeah, that's that. So, but onto other things that are.
I was about to
much
say,
more
can you see he's
fruitful.
dragging it so that we don't get to Arsenal?
Let's go. That's why I'm here.
But we can't leave Sundowns out though.
Let's go.
Oh,
We
Sundowns.
can't leave Sundowns out.
I've got one thing to say.
Yes.
Hats off to Rulani. You know, you don't go to Morocco and then you 10 men down and come back with it.
No, you were 2 men down.
Yeah, I mean, you 2 men down and then you come back
with a draw.
With a draw in a packed stadium, like 70,000 supporters are screaming, and then
And
you
majority of them are for the home team. And
all
you
of
are the
them.
away team.
There was like 5 Sundowns supporters there, maybe, you know. But he came back with a draw, and I think that was a big draw, and I think it's gonna help them to go all the way to
Yuskimi
the
gave
final.
himself a fighting chance for the return leg call of Loftus.
He has certainly done that, and I think it's gonna be easier coming in because if you look at the
But
way
without
we're-
Maema and Allende,
yes, no, it's fine. I mean, look, Moreno just left his winger position and come and filled in for Neo. And then we couldn't even see that Neo was out because Sundowns still managed to control the game. Where that could not, they were nowhere. Sundowns dominated them. They were nowhere. They didn't look like they were a threat to Mamelodi Sundowns. So imagine them coming here in Loftus.
Peck Loftus, yellow
Packed-
to the
yellow to the rafters. I think it's a win for Sundowns, and that's what I was hoping for.
Are you going to the game?
Yeah, we definitely are going
Is
to the
this
game.
the CAF Champions League?
Yes, that's it.
Oh wow! What semi-finals? Ne?
Semi-finals.
Let's go. Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's rock.
I've never been to Loftus.
And it's just like literally a stone throw away from you.
Yeah, let's go, Chief.
Yeah, I know we're going.
Let's go. Let's go, Lakika.
Okay, let's go to Loftus.
When is it?
On Saturday.
This
This
coming
Saturday.
Yeah.
All right, clean.
Yeah.
Let's go.
So I think,
And then Galantiona.
yeah, 2-0 down. Remember I did say that young African, they are seasoned campaigners of CAF competition, you know, and it was always going to be tricky. I was hoping that they win, and then, you know, I don't think they're gonna turn around that fixture, you know. And also looking at where they are in the league, it also psychologically it's very difficult for them to get out of it. Because I mean, you're sitting at number 14th, you can be relegated.
Sorry to cut you off. Before they even kick either of the last remaining games of the season, they will know what the situation is to do.
Because Maritzburg is playing.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's
So they
just
will know
one
what-
fixture. Maritzburg, if it gets relegated, they can still finish 15th and having to go fight to stay up. So psychologically, I would think that has some effect.
They've actually been one of the most informed teams in the league in the past 10 games. That's my rumor, that is.
I mean, where they are, you can't be informed and you're sitting at number 14 on the log.
But they were last. They had to navigate their way to number 14.
My man, it's not good enough. It's not good enough.
It's like Nottingham Forest and what they've done recently. Would you have thought they would have done what they did against Chelsea? And this is my segue to actually getting the Arsenal beating. Hey, nice one.
And they're going to nibble you again. I think you're playing them next.
Yeah, they
Nottingham
next. Yes.
away.
Yes.
You know, I mean, you were dominated at
No, but
home.
I think at this point, if you are Arsenal or an Arsenal fan, just be content with second place, and that's it.
Yeah. Look, before you continue, Marumo, I don't think they're going to turn around that fixture. As if they do, I would be happy, obviously, for obvious reasons, right? But I don't think they're going to turn around that fixture. I don't think they have it in them, to turn around that fixture.
Okay, I still believe in them, and that's my prediction.
Clean.
Clean.
Who knows winning?
Yeah. Simple.
It's a good thing it hasn't bet.
Hey, people are going to lose money.
No. My Betway account is there. I use it every weekend.
Yeah,
I'm there on Betway.
You don't
But
win,
if
my
you do
friend.
bet, don't bet his way.
His way is not going to have any returns.
He's giving away
like that
money
one.
for free.
But yeah, the Arsenal conversation. Calling them bottlers is not fair.
Okay.
It's good for banter, but it's not fair because Manchester City are just too damn good.
Yep, they are.
Yeah, but
I mean, they won the league with a second team. The audacity, the arrogance.
Len, it's not fair to call them bottlers, right? That's what you're saying.
Yes,
I mean,
it's good for banter, but
the past 6 games, they were not playing Manchester City.
Ooh, yes.
well, Manchester City was one of the teams they played.
Yeah.
Number
And
one.
they bottled that.
Don't
Okay, let's
call
take
them
out that-
bottler. Seman,
Let's take that game out.
Okay, we take that game out, right?
Southampton.
There's
Bottled.
Let's not call
With a
them
capital B, that one.
Yeah.
Blexham.
Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Liverpool is
West
not a
Ham.
bad
West Ham.
Guys, Liverpool is not a bad side. I'm not here making a case for Arsenal.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, number one, going up and actually going toe-to-toe to the last 4 or 5 games of the season against a Manchester City that did not allow Liverpool to win the league, having amassed 97 points.
With a young team. You've got a young team.
Well, with a young team, yes. But like Liverpool had amassed 97 points.
Yep.
What did Man City do? They got 100.
Hey.
That Man City.
That means
Yeah, look, man.
How do you, like, literally, how do you stop such a machine? How do you?
You see, it's coming. It's with the emotional side of
No,
things
it's
now.
not an emotional. It's fact. There's no. Am I lying? Did
No,
Liverpool
it's
not
true.
score 97 points?
Yeah, but to go to what Lali is saying, you only have to play Man City twice.
Twice.
Granted.
So-
they also have to play other teams.
Pep
Yeah.
won the league, losing to Liverpool,
Yes.
and still won the league.
Yes.
I do
So I
not-
think we must get rid of this fascination with how good Man City is.
You
can
can't-
lose
Oh,
to
Kwena
Man
van der
City.
Orange Wall.
What?
You are the one saying that.
Saying what?
Getting over the fascination of how good Man City is. But you're the one who said they made the league boring.
Dog. Let's not go back to that chat. That was
Okay.
last week's stuff.
Sharp.
But I'm
Both.
saying, Ori, this whole thing of like, what can you do? Which is what you asked. What you can do is focus on beating all the other teams.
Yeah. Arsenal
And
just
if they-
needed
okay,
to win
if
all
they
their
beat-
games.
So if they beat all the other teams and beat you, they still gonna win the league. That's what I'm trying to
No.
Yes.
Bro, if Arsenal beat Southampton and West Ham, there was no way Man City was going to come back.
Yeah.
Mathematically. So that's what you must focus on beating Southampton
Yeah,
and West
no.
Ham.
Do you know who the last time Man City dropped points was against Nottingham Forest, I think in February?
Yes, they've won like 12 straight games.
Yeah, but you needed to win all your games.
Yes.
And you bottled them.
Stop looking at Man City.
But guys, it's
At some point, you were 8 points ahead.
Exactly. They already had bought the trophy to celebrate.
Hey, my man, they will remain humble. You remember the
But
hashtag?
I still
hashtag
remain humble.
Now you are remaining humble. You've got no choice now.
okay. Well, there's still 3 games to go. You guys have 4, I think.
I wanted to ask you guys, we never talk about relegation, and relegation is more interesting.
Southampton is gone.
Yeah, Southampton's gone already.
Leicester is gonna follow suit.
EPL. Table.
Nottingham Forest, and how was that result by Everton? I think did we speak about it last week?
Oh shit, Leicester's
5-1.
playing now. Leicester's playing now with Liverpool. They're losing 2-0.
That's
They're
what I'm
losing.
saying. They're gone.
Leicester.
I think they're gone.
No way, it's not Leicester, bro.
I think they're gone.
It will be sad for football, eh?
So here's where we're at, ne, guys.
Yeah.
I think it starts from 15, which is West Ham. They're on
West
how
Ham
many
is
points?
safe.
How many points? Where are the points here? The points are here. Okay, yeah, the points. They're on 37 points, right?
Yes.
Then you got Forest on 34 points, Everton on 32, Leeds on 31, Leicester on 30. Southampton is gone. So we just need 2 more to join them. Who do you think is going to join them?
Leicester.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, between Leeds and Notts, I'm not sure. Eh?
So you think Everton's going to stay up?
They might. Sean Dyche.
Sean Dyche.
Look,
But it's a
he
pity we
was
want
up against.
a beast of a team, yeah.
Oh, now it's a beast of a team.
What? Manchester City has
Okay.
always been a beast.
I said they are too good, and I was told we must stop the notion of.
He
saying
was
they are too
playing them.
good.
You're talking about other game. We're talking about Sean Dyche was playing Manchester City and he lost.
Okay.
And you asked, how do you stop Man City?
Yeah.
So we said, don't focus,
Focus on them. Lose
That's how you stop
two
them.
games to them and win the rest.
Then win the rest. That's how you stop them. We're just answering the question. Man, I don't want to see Everton or Leeds go down, man.
Do you know the last time Everton
Who would
was?
rather have go? You don't like Nottingham Forest.
I don't like the style of
Look,
football.
Leicester has been in the trenches in recent times because they came from the trenches. Notts has been in the trenches. Southampton has also been in the trenches. It'll be sad for Everton because they have never been relegated since the 1951. That's the last time they got relegated,
Yeah.
and I think they stayed they stayed down for 2 or 3 seasons, and they came up in 1954.
Yeah.
So since 1954, they've consistently been in the Premier League.
And for that's why I'd like for them to stay up.
yeah.
Marelegas.
Yeah.
You
So
see?
I think ideally I'd like Forest.
To go.
Oh, man. Not Leeds. Okay, Forest and Leicester. I like Leeds, man, because of that rivalry we have with them,
Yeah.
Man U and Leeds.
Yeah.
So those games are always dope, So for that reason, I like them to stay. And I like the brand of football, very attacking minded.
Yeah.
Like they opened the floodgates, my man.
They got to play those ones.
Yeah, they go out to play.
They can flip it on you at any given time.
They're like Brighton.
Can you not say that name, please?
But
Brighton.
yeah, I think it's Leeds and Leicester, eh? I think Leeds and Leicester are going down.
Top 4 is also very interesting.
Top 4 is
It's
done,
clean, man.
dog.
It's done.
No, it's not.
United are
Come
not
on,
gonna
man.
give up that position.
Which brings me to ask you the question which you asked, I think the first episode we did. So now that the season's done, Mzwara, Lakika, who had a better season? Arsenal, Man U.
Man United.
Okay.
Because they've got a cup and they're in a final.
We had this discussion just now, actually, before we started recording.
Good
like,
man.
Yeah, no.
No, but like...
He was humbled like yesterday. You know who humbled him? Who? Welbeck. The last goal was orchestrated by Danny Welbeck. Imagine a whole Arsenal.
And he looked 10 years younger, Welbeck.
Hey, my man, he was beasting.
Shout out to Brighton, eh?
No,
My
they
man.
play a very good, attractive brand of football. They
Sorta.
play a very good brand
You
of
mentioned
football.
You mentioned that. Who do you get if De Gea goes? I think there's a keeper for you there by
Sanchez.
Brighton. No, Jason Stille.
Oh.
No, I still say Onana, dog.
Hey, he's good
Still
though.
like Onana.
Did you see those balls?
Yeah.
Hey, it was simple, eh?
What happened to... he's former... he might still be at Atletico Madrid. What's his name, man?
A goalkeeper.
The goalkeeper, yes.
Oh, Oblak.
Just see.
Oblak, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Jan Oblak.
He's quality. He's quality. We wanted him a few years back.
Yeah. But he refused to move. from Atletico. I'm not sure if he's still there.
Yeah, he's still there.
But guys, I'm really excited. Next season, man, I think Aston Villa, Brighton are going to come with and Newcastle.
And I've got a question for you guys.
Brentford.
No, man. Come on.
Do you think Arsenal will manage to do what they've done this season?
No. For me, I think Arsenal, this was the best time
That
for
was
them to
that
win.
was a very quick no, hey?
No, because I was actually thinking
With
about it on the way
passion.
here.
Yeah.
I was thinking about it. I was like, actually, this was the best season for Arsenal to win.
Because all other teams, if you look at them
Yeah,
this season, they were pop, flat out.
We are going through a transition.
Yeah.
Chelsea bought half
You've
of the
been.
world.
And they're in the middle of the long.
Liverpool, I don't know what happened there. Guys got fatigued.
And if you look at Liverpool now,
Fatigue from what?
Bro, he's been playing with the same team for like the past 3 years and winning almost everything.
yeah.
Yeah, you were saying, Marco?
One question. Who's better set up for a good season next season, Manchester United or Arsenal?
Man United.
I disagree.
Man United. Definitely. Because we've got the winning spirit. We've won something.
Obviously, you will say that. Duh.
Bro, that team, if you watch our team, we are one striker away from challenging the title. We just need a Kane. If you look at the log, right, you must see how many goals we've scored, right? I think it's like 9. And then you look at the goal difference, right?
We
Yeah.
also
Ours is at 10.
Yeah.
Newcastle 32.
We are
What
also-
does that show you? We're seeing someone who's going to put the...
Arsenal is also a defender away from also challenging for the title.
Nah.
I think this was the best chance for Arsenal to
Best
win it.
chance.
If you look at Liverpool's run now, they've won, I think, the past 6 or 7 games.
Yeah, they're back.
They're back. And this momentum is going to roll over to the new season.
And if they get right recruitment, they're back in it. They
You
just
know
need
what
to
I mean?
refresh.
So there's a whole lot of teams next season that are going to be back contesting for top
Which
4.
makes next season much more exciting, like you were saying.
Yes.
Because one is going to be expecting, because Arsenal also, they have to go into the market.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chelsea have to get rid of the rubbish.
I mean, why are you calling people rubbish?
Tottenham is screwed if they lose Kane. They're screwed.
And
Oh, if you are Kane, are you staying?
No.
Exactly.
no.
So they will be rid
Danny
of.
Levy is in trouble there.
They're probably gonna strip Tottenham of a Kane and a Son and other players within the setup, depending on what philosophy Poch or what rubbish Poch sells them on some.
And
like-
another thing is, you mustn't forget that this season, other teams have seen how to nullify Arsenal.
But I get the Arsenal of next season, will not necessarily have the same personnel. They will also go out into the market. The same that Chelsea is going to do. God, please help us. Not again. The same that Man United is going to do.
No. But Arsenal is not recreating a new squad.
They've got
They're just adding.
They have got a philosophy already.
But I think there are certain players that are going to depart.
It won't change how the manager wants the team to play. And what I'm saying is that I think by next year, some coaches might have figured out, okay, Arsenal, this is how you play against them.
Long
They
balls,
have- they-
cut to the middle, boom.
They haven't figured out how Pep plays.
They
'Cause he
figured
switches
out-
up-
no one can,
Wait,
man.
wait.
No one.
They
But
have figured out
because
how Pep plays,
the
but he
tutelage-
doesn't allow them possession.
Yeah, try to do it.
The tutelage that he probably gave to Mikel knows, okay, at some point I need to get to a certain point and a certain point and a certain point.
So why didn't you do that this season?
Personnel.
Oh, okay.
I think Saliba's injury dented,
cost them
it dented Arsenal big time.
That was more big than Jesus' injury.
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
no,
me.
Central, you must remember, like, I think
Yeah,
in
he's a
football,
beast,
Yeah.
How old is he, Saliba? He's young, eh?
Yeah, it's like
He's French, he's young.
in football, you know,
the next Varane.
Yeah.
defensive midfielders and your central defenders win you championships.
So I was actually going to say that if you look at Manchester City now and how Arsenal bottled the league, they bottled the league. Oh gosh, I just said they bottled it. Anyway, they
well,
bottled the league.
You're coming to your senses. Yeah, man.
They bottled it because the old adage says defenses win you titles.
Yeah. What's happening with Laporte there, Man City teams are?
Look, I think it's not getting game time. And I think it's also frustrating him. I think he's another Cancelo, where I think he wants out.
There's a rumor that Cancelo is actually considering an Arsenal move with a trade for Kirentini.
Because one thing for sure, Pep is not going to take him back because his problem. You know, he has already caused problem at Bayern.
Or he caused Leroy Sané and Mane to fight.
Hey man, that guy. I mean, I read that actually there's few players. I think Cancelo, Gnabry, Sané. They were not happy with Nagelsmann. Is it what's his name? Yeah, Nagelsmann. Yeah, they were not happy with him. They actually he was not fired because of performance. Obviously, we can see that. It was because they were not happy with him because I think he fired the goalkeeper coach.
Oh.
And that you wanna fact check that?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm listening to you.
Yeah, so
Just say rumor has it.
yeah, no, it's rumor. I read somewhere. I
It's
came
a
across.
power play.
Yeah, and I think that's why he was fired.
And then Phil Foden, what's happening? Because he's not getting game time as well.
He was injured,
Oh, okay.
and then he's coming back for. I mean, he played this past week.
Margo City, there.
No one is guaranteed.
You must pray. I don't get injured. I don't oversleep and miss a training. Because if somebody gets your position, trust me, they will give it over 1,000% if there ever is such to
But that's
make
what
sure
makes
they
good
retain
teams.
it.
That's
Yes.
what makes good teams. You got to push each other.
And there's like 3 people per position probably at any given time.
Yeah, and he just swapped them around.
Somebody
Akanji
said-
will play
was
left back. The next game is right back.
Was it you who said City won the league with a B-side? That's not even a B-side. That's a
It was
B-side.
MacGyver.
That's a B-side that beats A-side.
Oh yeah, and congratulations to Barcelona, guys.
Oh, yes, they won the
They
league.
won.
Yeah,
won the
with
league.
games to spare. Nice
Jeez, I
one.
was not even interested in that league. Were you?
No, not this
Not
season.
really.
actually.
Like the demise that happened of Barcelona and the recruitment strategy of buying obscure players like Bo Aubameyang, Bo Memphis Depay, and it just took the wind out of my sail because I was like, this is a shadow of what Barcelona is.
And also, I think, and I could be wrong, but I think as fans, we still hung over to the Ronaldo and Messi era within that league.
That also plays a part.
But are we
Because
also
I can't remember the last Clasico I watched. Eh?
you know what I mean?
we watch Sevilla from time to time when you were
Nibbling
bored
United.
on a Sunday and you've got nothing to do and
Osasuna.
you don't want to watch like other rubbish on TV.
Yeah.
You watch Sevilla versus Osasuna.
Man
Yeah, and-
City, Real Madrid, what do you guys think?
The first leg was very close.
It was very close. Like Len said, the only thing that you said, it was like, yeah, it was going to be like very close encounter. And I think,
Was that not a right prediction?
it was not a prediction. Prediction you decide. Win, draw, or lose. Do you think Betway comes and say, close encounter, end-to-end stuff? No, man.
Maybe they must actually have that option.
No, just for
Closing
you.
count.
Just for you.
So I think that game, City has a chance.
At home, yes.
At home. I mean,
Hey,
Etihad-
Maracana, we said
Etihad-
the world belongs to Real Madrid. They can beat you at home.
Yeah, look, I mean,
in the
Etihad is not
moon,
really a
wherever.
fortress per se, but 12 men always plays a part when you're playing, and I think going to Madrid and getting that result, I think it meant something, I mean, for the first time, longest time, Modric and Kroos were okay being behind the line. You know what I mean? They did not, no one lost shape there. They didn't want to move. They were just park that double decker, And when they're coming to Etihad, they're going to be forced to come at City. And that's when City needs them because they can hold position and they're going to open up at the back.
Emma Rudiger unakintse Erling Haaland in the pocket, ne?
Did he really? Because City did not play their ball.
Fair enough, but
There was not supply.
I barely saw Haaland.
He was just accompanying him everywhere he goes.
That's why I said for he had him
Hugging
in the
him and
pocket.
all of that. And you know what Pep said? He said, no, well done on Rudiger. Because, I mean, Haaland is only 22 years. He's never played on a semi-final of Champions League.
Yeah, I don't see a way back for City, man. I think they needed to have scored at least 2 more goals. 2 goals for a safety net. In case when Real Madrid comes, scores 1, they still have a safety net. You know?
I get you.
But I'm telling you, man, Real Madrid smell blood. And even if City scores first, they know they can still win it.
So what I'm saying is, I agree with you, ne? In a sense that Real Madrid can just come and
This
Because
man
it's
for
not
you.
through.
Through City.
It felt like they're on first gear. They were just chilled. They didn't even play to their full potential.
But
And how Modric got man of the match still stifles me till today.
hey man, he was running around.
I mean, sorry, Kevin De Bruyne, not Modric. Kevin De Bruyne.
Ah, no, he had a good game.
He had a
though.
good
He
game.
had a good game, though.
But for man of the match,
He had a good game.
Yeah.
So I was saying that they were chilled, like you're saying, but going to Etihad, it's gonna be a very good fixture for us as fans because now
everybody has to open up.
they have to open up.
They don't have
'Cause
a choice.
They're not gonna park the bus like they did.
But have you seen this movie before?
I have seen it,
Okay.
and I'm hoping the ending is different. I think going into that fixture, Pep just need to take out Bernardo Silva. I think psychologically he had a bad game. I think playing him first, I think it's gonna screw him even more. I think he needs to throw in a Mahrez there, and then just don't change anything. That's the only change that I'll make if I were Pep.
Oh, but it's going to be beautiful, man.
It's gonna be beautiful
Did
to
you
watch.
see the football? Did you see Vinicius? Hey.
What did I say about Vini? Hey, I was worried about that guy.
Nah,
But Walker did fairly well, eh?
no, he
Ah,
tried. He tried. He tried.
He kept him
But
at
even
bay.
at the end, when they were shaking hands, it's like, hey, we're not done. Hey,
What's when?
Nah, when you have to deal with Vini, Chief, you must just be like you.
Yeah. No, but I'm
gonna
excited.
be at
man.
work.
I'm excited. Yo.
But also,
Inter Milan?
I was gonna go there. Or
It's
they got out of
how
the
boring was
blocks.
that game? Eh?
I didn't even watch it.
Yo,
I
man.
wouldn't lie.
Yeah. No, I think it's their football is too direct, man.
Yeah.
Like they play direct football.
But do
and
you think Milan can come back?
without
Rafael
Rafael,
Leao.
without him,
Because his absence was very
they were
telling.
felt.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
Even
the whole
Zlatan.
entire game, it's.
He was so frustrated on the stands. Eh?
Yeah, I don't think Milan are gonna back.
So
Inter
basically,
has got
whoever
it.
wins between Real and Manchester United. Sorry, I'm putting you, dressing you in borrowed robes. Manchester City.
Yeah.
Whoever wins that encounter.
Hands up if your team won a cup this year.
Hey man! Oh, no.
Which cup did you win?
Hey, sorry.
Hey, it's a pap, Hamo.
Hey, I forgot.
It's not done.
I
There's
didn't
still
raise
3
any
games.
hands.
There's still 3 games. Whoever wins between Real and Man City is most likely the candidate to win the Champions League final.
Whoever wins between Man City and Real Madrid deserves to win the Champions League this year.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I agree with Meg there.
Okay, I'll still go with one of the Italians. But okay, can Milan turn it around? No, yes.
No,
Nope. Not a
it's
chance.
done. Stilt.
It's done.
They were at home, remember? Eh?
Well, they're still gonna go back home.
Yeah, look, it's different.
No, it's not.
How is it home? Because they have the same stadium.
Yes, it's home. It's just
I think
allocation
ticket
of
allocation
fans.
is different. No,
It's
but
just
remember, ticket allocation is
Yes,
different.
it's just a fan allocation.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, so if the capacity it's 80,000.
Yeah.
If it's your home game, you get 75,000.
Oh, wow.
So that makes a huge difference.
Think of the Soweto Derby.
Yeah.
Chiefs Pirates play FNB, whether it's a Chiefs home game or a Pirates home game.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, there's no allocation there.
But
Zonke
there,
bonke.
the 12 men plays a part, Chief.
Yeah. So
And I heard there were like 2 million interest in tickets after it's insane. Eh?
that's
what?
the Derby della Madonnina.
Hey, what?
One of the
Biggest interest in ticket sales, like over 2 million people
For
wanted
the
for
della
the-
Madonnina Derby.
The Inter
Yeah,
Milan,
yeah.
AC Milan.
Yeah,
Gee.
over 2 million
Because
people wanted
at
the
that
ticket.
stage, I think the last time they played each other in a Champions League semi like type stage was way back in like 2002 or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
And then subsequent to that, Akira Milan won it in 06 or 07. I stand to be corrected. And then Inter won it with Mourinho in 2010. And since then, Italian football has just...
Yeah.
So this is the first time they like in the big time.
No, it makes sense. Yeah.
You know?
And they love football out there, man. In Italy.
It's,
No, they love
it's their love. But anyway, in as much as we love football,
Yes.
in as much as we are on side, we gotta get out of here.
Just before you go, 1 point.
Yeah.
Yes.
Remember, I asked Nokumatlo where she is. She's actually, you know Nokumatlo, right?
Yes, Banyana player.
Banyana player.
Yes.
She has been promoted with her team, AIBA, in Spain.
Oh, wow.
AIBA, yeah.
Yes.
They are promoted to the Pro League.
Oh,
nice one.
Well done to her. Age 37, eh?
Big ups, big ups.
Nice.
Yeah.
And still performing prime.
Yeah, no, age 37.
Next week's episode, actually, I want to ask.
Fuck you, man. Nah, he sounds smart, like he's well read this one.
Hey, my dog. I'm just.
I asked no go
my man. We must celebrate our own, eh? This guy.
He wants the women on side.
You know. We can see you. We can see you.
Hey, they can't see me. Flip, you in trouble if they could see me. Jokes.
But anyway, we're
Yeah.
out of here. Gents, thank you very much. Zwara / Super Sub.
Yeah, bro.
MacG, nice one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You like I didn't have gigs tonight.
Monday gigs.
Can somebody book him, please, for next week?
For
On
the entire
Monday.
month, man.
So, Mohodu Mondays with MacG for the next coming 2 weeks. I plead.
Puza Thursday. Tshwarang MacGyver, man.
Twara MacGyver, like, siyacela tu. Because we want to be we want to be on side, not offside, but we are on side. And thank you for the name suggestions. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for your comments. And we will see you again on the next episode.
I saw a comment.
Of ONSIDE. Yeah.
I saw a comment last week. Someone saying, we forget that Haaland is 22 years, eh?
Yeah.
We forget that, eh?
Oh yeah, I saw a comment that I cracked. Can
Yeah.
I say this before we go? So you remember you said
Does he look 22?
No, it doesn't. Looks
So-
like a Viking.
Okay, so at what point are we going to talk age cheating with him?
man, let me
Anyway.
finish my point. Yeah. So you were saying it doesn't have flair, right? And somebody said, I don't understand why MacGyver is saying Haaland does not have flair. He score goals. When MacGyver is behind the booth, he doesn't throw off the t-shirts, he doesn't throw off his hands. But he still plays good music.
He mixes.
So your point out of the window. I'm like, actually,
Hey, because
If
you know
you-
now you have to go.
yeah, you don't do all of that.
Hi, my man, I'm here.
But you still deliver good music. Haaland. So you are a Haaland. Are you overrated?
I can hear wife beater.
Or a thong?
That's funny.
Yeah, that kills me, man.
Oh, man.
But anyway, this has been ONSIDE, the new name of your favorite football podcast. We'll see you again right here on the flip side.
We out of here.